Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and it's Friday, so that means it's another page in the page-by-page collaboration with Kyung Shotwell. Now, Kyung's links are below the video. Make sure to go see her video today to see what the prompt for next week is going to be, because this week was the week that I picked the prompt, and I picked tag. So, that's that for that. You put that away. This is our book that we've got so far. I'm going to kind of set this stuff to the side for right now. And so with our book, these are some of the pages in the book. I would just like to say now that I want to keep my book. We're trading books, but I love the reference of this book. So for some reason I've decided that I want it, but we're still trading. And so this is page 30, which should have been over here, but the way that I had it opens with a magnet, so it's a little trying to, and then we had the tag. Now this week we're going to make a complimentary paper or a page for this one, because this is going to be the center, and I like to do what I call a center spread that matches. So we're going to be using the same papers but different papers out of the same kit is what I'm trying to say. The kit is called Cherry Blossoms with an S. I think I pronounced it wrong last time. I think I said Cherry Blossom, and it's by TaylorMade Journals, and it's beautiful, and you should go check out some of their other kits, some of Lorna's other kits, because they're beautiful as well. I have quite a few of them. Okay, so we're going to put the page over here. Today's ring is my blue ring to match my blue jammies, and yes, I'm working in my jammies, and so we can set this to the side for now. And this is what we're going to use today. We're going to use black ribbon, and I'm not sure the size of this. I believe this is it's the thinner of the two ribbons that you can get that are made this way, and they're like a silk ribbon. They're not a oh, what would you call it, a tying ribbon, like a wrapping or a curling ribbon. These are more satin and cloth ribbon. This is the page that we're going to use, but this is the other half of the page, and it is so beautiful. I thought I would show it to you, but now it's going bye-bye. I can't talk today. Maybe I should have recorded this a different day. So this is the page that we're going to use, and I've already inked it with tea dye. We're going to need a charm and a bulb pin, and our white spray again, that an alcohol spray, which is made with a alcohol ink with alcohol that is you just fill the bottle, this little bottle, up about this high, and then you put just a teeny bit of the metallic acrylic ink, and it's called, I don't remember, hold on, let's see if my cord will let me reach over there to get it. It's called White Pearl. Here, let me grab it. And it's made by Deco Art, and it's called Dazzling Metallics, and it's White Pearl. So this is what the bottle looks like. Sometimes you can find these on sale for like $2, and then their regular price is only like $6, and it lasts you forever when you're making sprays, and it doesn't take a lot of this paint when you're using it as paint either. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side, and I've already sprayed. I didn't spray the back or the page paper. I did spray this paper, this cream colored paper, and I didn't spray this because we're going to be making another hidden pocket so it matches the other side. And then I did spray the backing paper, the cream colored backing paper. So let's set some of this to the side. Let's see. Let's make our hidden pocket first. Let's see, we can set that to the side. It's already been used. We can set the ribbon to the side. We're going to have to ink, because I put the charm somewhere it won't get lost, because I could only ink the page, or the page paper, ahead of time. Okay, so we're going to take this, and I wanted to do it about the height of the other one. So that's going to be, I line this one up with this one, then the pocket's going to be about this tall. Now we're not going to do a fold over like this, but it is going to be a complementary page. So let's cut this off about here. I was going to make a hidden belly band, but for what we're going to do, I think the pocket is going to work better. Plus, that way they're the same on both pages. Okay, so there we go. Now we're only going to ink the outside of this. We're not going to ink the top. This is pretty. And it goes in with the scraps. Making a big mess over here is what I'm making. Normally I don't have a mess. Okay, so we're going to put this on this page. I'm going to ink around the outside of it so that it looks like the paper, page paper. And remember, today's prompt is tag. We're not going to make just a simple tag and put it in here, though. That would be too easy. So we're going to ink around here to match. Okay. Then we're going to glue our pocket on. Get the easy part out of the way. It isn't hard to make a hidden pocket. It is hard to resist the temptation to ink it on the top to get rid of that little bit of white. But then when you ink it, then you can see it. So I don't know, I'm kind of half and half on that. Trying not to drag my sleeve through the glue. Okay, so let's match this up. Put the bottom on the bottom. Wow, okay, that's good. I like that. Let's move this over just a smidge. There we go. Now that puts our picture off just a little bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, so we've got that done. So the next thing that we're going to do, put our backing paper to the side. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a notebook. Now these papers are two different sizes because this is a full 8.5 by 11. This I wanted to fold in half and make a notebook out of it. I sprayed this with the white pearl. But now that I see this, I see that just folding it in half is not going to work. It's going to be too wide to fit in our pocket. That little bitty piece right there is really bothering me. So let's see how wide we can make it. If I can find the pocket, I can't even find it. Where is it? There it is. So we can only make it about as wide as this. So I'm going to leave this. How am I going to do this? I'm going to fold it. Oh, and it's printed on both sides. And this is a light color, so it can be written on if you want to write on the inside of the notebook. Let's fold it in half like this. And if we have to make it smaller, we're going to have to trim it. Looks like we might have to make it a little bit smaller. And put the lid back on the glue here. Okay, so let's trim this even. And we're going to have to trim the paper too, but I want to make sure on the tag size. Okay. I hate to cut that off. It's very pretty. Put that in with our scraps. For the collage. Collage is going to be huge. I didn't really keep as many scraps from the first half, the first signature, so that made me kind of sad, but yeah, so let's see if this fits in here. Oh, actually it does. Look at that. And it's alright if it sticks out the top. I kind of want it to. So that's that. Wow, I hope once we add the notebook paper that it fits inside there. Alright, so now we're going to take this. I'm going to open it up. We're going to mark the size. I'm not going to make, I have the white on my hands. I'm not going to make this where the paper's smaller than the book cover. I'm going to make it the same size. So I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to cut on the bottom of my pencil mark, not the center. I'm going to put this here. So I'll cut this here. Cut it this way. The reason I'm cutting on the bottom side of my pencil mark is because the piece of paper, when it's lined up against this one and then you make the line's going to be above it a little bit. So I'm going to cut just under the line, and then hopefully when I fold this in half it'll fit inside here. Let's see if they're the same size. Oh, I forgot to. Okay. Minor detail, right? Okay, so let's fold this one in half. You're probably thinking, where is the tag? You'll see. There's a tag involved. In fact, there could possibly be two. Very nice. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, now we're going to take our stapler, our piece of foam here. Oh, it actually might be able to reach. It's fairly narrow. Nope, almost. This stapler is almost 30 years old, or probably is 30 years old. So apparently Swingline is a good brand. Okay, we're going to open this up. And I'm going to staple it at the top. And we're going to staple it at the bottom. And I had a granola bar, but I'm still hungry. So, there's that. I did write this down, but I'm not looking at my notes, just so you know. Okay, let's make this as flat as we can. Normally I would put this part on the inside, but I want the inside to look cleaner than put this right on the fold, so it should be good. Okay. I wonder if I use my bone folder on it. That actually kind of works to do it that last little bit. That you want it to be flat. Maybe it's because this Teflon one is so heavy. Okay, so we've got this. Definitely going to bone folder that. All right, we don't need this anymore. Whoops, made a big mess. My Timmy tome is up there. Let me just set this way to the side. Okay, so we've got this. Let's double check that now that we've got the note paper that it fits in there and we don't have to trim it anymore. I have a feeling it's not going to fit. But it does. Look at that. Okay, that works for me. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to make a tag-shaped notebook. Hopefully. I'm going to cut the corner on one side. Then I'm going to take the piece and turn it around. I've never done it this way before, so let's see if it works, so that I can match up the shape on the other side. All right, that looks good to me. So we've got all these little bitty pieces. Okay, so that looks good. And we're right at the staple. Maybe I should have put it down a little bit more. So we've got our tag, and our tag is a notebook, and the notebook goes in the pocket. And now what I'd like to do is tie it shut with the ribbon. Let's see how that looks. We may not. How do I get, oh. Okay. Oh, the bag is just really long. There's a lot of ribbon on here, and I got it very inexpensively. What I'd like to do is glue the ribbon across and around and tie the notebook shut. I don't know. I think that will be fine with the black ribbon. Leave enough to tie it shut. If we have extra, we can cut it off. I'm always not putting enough, so I'm going to put way out here. I have enough if I need to cut a longer piece. I'm pretty sure I could. So I want to put a bead of glue around the center or close to the center. I'm not going to measure it. And then put the ribbon, glue the ribbon on it. This is Fabri-Tac. I want enough on there to hold it, but I don't necessarily want enough to, you know, show through. So let's go with this much. It isn't that thick of a notebook that I really need to worry about a spine. Let's make it straight though. Okay. And it really is not 4:30 in the morning. And if you forget my name is on my watch. Terry Lee. Kind of spiffy, huh? I think this is going to look nice. And then we'll put our ribbon across right here. So I'm going to put my thumb right where I want the glue to go. Got a little too close to the edge there. Okay, now I want this to come around here. Line it up with the other one. Let's get it straight. Just get it straight in your head. Okay, I'm going to let that sit just for a second. And here's our bulb pin, and then here's our charm. It's a heart because we heart Kyung. She's a good friend. She's a wonderful person, and I just wanted you guys to know that, apparently. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this shut. It isn't very thick. Oh, let me show you inside. So inside there's a notebook with the glittery paper and the light colored on the inside so you can even write inside the cover. And then there's the symbols on the back. I'm not sure. I hope I haven't gotten this upside down, but I know that when I looked at the picture in the computer that this was in the lower left, and in, this is going to sound bad, but in any movie that I've ever seen, the stamp goes in the lower left. I'm hoping this is not upside down. If it is, I apologize. I have no way of knowing. So we're going to tie this shut. Try to get the bow on the front, not necessarily the side, or towards the front. Yeah, plenty of room to tie it. Look at that. I'm not going to take any of it off. I'm going to turn it this way as much as I can. And then to make sure it doesn't come undone, I'm going to take the bulb pin. I'm going to put that on the ribbon. And then we'll just pin it. And then we'll have the charm and the pin on the ribbon. So it's going to look like this. And it's going to have the charm on it. And then we're going to put it on our page. Just want to show it to you because we're going to take it out to do the gluing. So we're going to put it on our page. And then this will stick out the top of the book, which is what I wanted. Okay, so let's take that out. And let's glue it to our backing paper. This one didn't take that long this week, did it? A nice easy one for you, but I think it's pretty. I used the paper that I used for the page because it was the dark version of the inside of the flap, the writing paper on the other one. So it matches it there. So once you open it, then you'll see that the pictures are the same. I forgot to mention that part. So now we're going to center this on here. This is a little wrinkly, this back one, and I put it under the book for a while. But once it's in the book will flatten it out, the weight of the book. So we're going to center that on here, and that gives us a nice little border. And then we're going to get our book back. And we're going to take this page out. And move all this back. I grabbed everything. I don't need any of that. Okay, that's from another project. Now we're going to glue this in here. It's so pretty. I almost hate to glue it in the book this way because you can only see the edge. But the writing paper, you'll see that. Oops. That's why I like working on the glass surface. You can just wipe it right off. I think Kyung uses a wax paper board. She puts wax paper on a board, and then she can just wipe it off and put new wax paper on when she can't, you know, make it clean anymore. And that's a great idea if you don't have a glass mat or a glass surface to work on. Okay. So let's glue this to our page. Make it even with the other side. It's so pretty. The spread is so pretty. So now this page is the same as this writing paper. It's the same as this writing paper. Okay, so that's almost a spread in itself. And then we're going to put our notebook in here. Oh, and I would just like to say to my friend Denise that I hope she gets better soon. We normally craft today at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we can't do that today because she just found out that she has COVID. So I wish her a speedy recovery. And I'm going to have to figure out with the bow so that it folds better. I may have to flip the notebook over and tie it on the other side. And then, that way the tie will be on the other side, which is the open side. So that's probably what I'm going to have to do. So we'll see. Anyway, this goes in here like that. So we have our large tag, and the other side we have our writing pad. We have our notebook. So I think that's going to turn out nice. And that's it for today. It's our video and it's our page. And I will see you next week, which normally I say is a second for you and a day for me. I did forget to ink the card, so I will go back and ink the card. But other than that, we're done. And That's what the ink is setting out for. That's why I didn't put it away. So I will see you in the next episode of Page by Page. And that will be just a second for you if you're watching them all in a row. And it will be, actually this time, it'll be a week for me. Okay? I will talk to you next time, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.